The national championship is officially set. It's going to be the Ohio State Buckeyes versus the Alabama Crimson Tide. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? It's me again, Golden Blue Dude, and if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. I do college football videos every single day, so whether you agree with me, want to talk trash to me, or talk trash with me, you're going to enjoy this channel. So a very active college football day ends with two dominations. First, Alabama dominates Notre Dame. We all kind of expected that, but then Ohio State dominates Clemson. Nobody saw that coming. If anybody was going to dominate anybody, it was Clemson dominating Ohio State. But it didn't happen that way. Ohio State dominates Clemson. Early on, it was back and forth, and Clemson actually had the lead a few times. But Trey Sermon for Ohio State, their running back, he got loose again. And Clemson's defense didn't look all together. If you look at when Ohio State's offense was on the field, right before the snap, their defense was still moving. Nobody was in the right place. I think there was some miscommunication. As far as the offense goes, yes, I think the absence of offensive coordinator Tony Elliott did matter. But they were at full strength as far as players on the field. So, on one hand, we have Alabama. They dominated Notre Dame 31-14. And then on the other hand, we have Ohio State. They dominated Clemson 49-28. So, what can we expect in the national championship? A lot of offense. Usually we see a great defense in the national championship. Neither one of these teams really have an amazing defense. They have good defenses, but nothing amazing. We're going to see a lot of points. We're going to see a lot of yards. We're going to see a lot of fireworks. Get your popcorn ready. This is going to be a good one. Justin Fields had a shaky Big Ten championship game, but he recovered, had a good Sugar Bowl performance against Clemson on the year, threw for over 1,500 yards, basically 73% completion rating, 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. For Alabama, the quarterback, Mac Jones, he threw for over 3,700 yards, 76.5% completion rating, 32 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. The battle that I'm going to be looking at is actually going to be the running back battle. Najee Harris for Alabama. He had 1,262 yards, averaged 5.9 yards a carry. Trey Sermon, the running back for Ohio State, is electric. Now, he only had 675 yards because he wasn't the starter all year. It was Master Teague, but he went down. But Trey Sermon, in his absence, has done spectacular, averaging 8 yards a carry. If he does that against Alabama, we could see a repeat of what we saw against Clemson tonight. That's the big battle that I'm looking at. The defenses, they'll get a stop here and there, but for the most part, this is going to be a shootout. As far as quarterbacks go, I have to give the slight advantage to Alabama. Justin Fields is great, don't get me wrong, but we have seen him struggle from time to time. So Alabama does get the advantage in the quarterback position, but in the running back position, Ohio State definitely has the advantage. And that is so weird to say because Alabama has Najee Harris, and he was a Heisman contender. But I'm telling you, Trey Sermon has come on strong. He showed tonight that he's quick and he's strong. He can run up the middle and bust tackles, or he can go around and just speed right past you. You take a bad angle, you're gonna pay. So we're gonna see both of these defenses exposed because I don't think either one of these defenses are great. Two great offenses are going to go at it, and this just might come down to who has the ball last. This is going to be an interesting matchup that none of us expected. We expected Clemson versus Alabama Part 4, which would have been great. That's epic. It's always an epic battle whenever those two get together, but now we're going to have an offensive fireworks show because out of those three, Alabama, Clemson, and Ohio State, I think Clemson had the better defense. Just for whatever reason, it was off tonight. So now we have Alabama and Ohio State. They don't have great defenses, but they have dynamic offenses. Who's going to run out of gas first? Who's going to make the biggest play? And maybe who is going to have the ball last? And maybe coaching might play into a factor. Nick Saban has been there, done that. He's one of the all-time greats. Ryan Day, he's got this Ohio State team hitting on all cylinders. We saw it against Northwestern, and Northwestern blasted Auburn. So they showed us that they're a better team than we realized as well. So I'm really looking forward to this matchup. I think it's going to be a good one. I really will have to sit down and look at this before I pick out a winner, because before today, if you would have given me this matchup, I would have laughed in your face and said Alabama by 3 touchdowns. But after what I saw tonight, I'm not so sure. It makes me do a double take. So I'm going to look into this. I'm going to give you an accurate prediction. This is just a raw knee-jerk reaction from the games that I've seen today. So I'm going to get into it, give you an accurate prediction, and we're in for a heck of a national championship. That's all I got for you for this show. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next show.